Sitting beneath Tightwad Hill, California Memorial Stadium in Berkeley. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Utah Utes and the Cal Golden Bears. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Thanks, Reese. Talking to the Cal head coach pregame, this is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. I'll keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Quarterback adjusting the pattern.
Sweep. Go.
Throwing, Sangapolatelli. Got a man, it's Thomas. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is the junior tight end who they are taking a look at, and we'll have Holly Rowe check on his situation. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Keep. Go.
Going with the ground game left. Snowed under by the defense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sangapolatelli. He's going to take a shot. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
They punted away on 4th down. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Looking for space. It's Bray. Breaks into the open. Running through contact. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Here comes the speed on the jet sweep. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. The Utes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Golden Bear offense, ready to start this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you wanted to be. You wanted to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure. With every win, that makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages on that.
There he goes! A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
And I really love the idea of this guy running crossing routes, right, guys? He's got the speed to separate from defenders, but if you can put it out in front of him on the run, he's going to catch that thing and turn it up, and you saw all the yards after catch on that one. That was a big-time play, really nice play design for a guy with tremendous speed.
They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
Ready. Whoa, 20. Flat.
He might want another play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Jaron Kiave Songopolitelli sends it downfield. Got it on the outside. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Bears.
That's a nice job by the offense there on their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out. Your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Here we go. Ready. Blue 85. Go.
Push ahead on the sneak. And they go to the quarterback sneak on 2nd down, and they might have to reach a little deeper in the playbook. Stuffed again.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Break.
3rd and goal, where the strong come through.
Ready, go.
Slams ahead. Beck's going for the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Cal.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you got to have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the move, it's Bray. Turning it on. Picks up the first down. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
Well, we're only in the first quarter, and already this guy has 2 explosive runs. He told us coming into this one he thought he could have a big day statistically against this defense. There was something he saw on film that made him believe he was going to have a lot of success, and he's already doing it now. He is breaking off big ones. He's showing you the vision. He's showing you the speed. Defense has no idea how to stop him.
Motion from the wideout. Shakes off the defender. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Looking for a man. It's Dampier. The sweet feet buy a little time. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Punt is on its way. And it'll be down right there. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. JKS. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
The kick is on its way. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to pass. It's Dampier. With the catch, it's Parker. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. First and 10 from the 50. Handoff for Parker. Lowers those and runs through another guy. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy today.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football. All eyes on him and play physically.
Takes the handoff. It's Brake. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. After the holding penalty, first and 20 for this offense. Looking to throw. Quick completion. Ball is loose. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense.
Out of bounds? Come on, man. The game hold me.
Turn it over, and they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. Here's a gift to Parker. Got enough for the first. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense.
You know they hold me, Perro.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
And the Utes trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll run it. It's Parker. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. To the air, it's Dampier. Pressure coming. He's on the move. Might have gone into that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now third and goal from the 2. Here's Parker. Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's 4th and goal.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got to play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Timeout taken now by the Golden Bears. That'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. They'll look to run with Wayshawn Parker. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
Now, what a great job by this defense. Never giving up, man. Gave up some yards, get inside their own 1 on 4th and goal. And what did they do a good job of? Getting pushed, man. The big boys getting in the backfield, getting penetration, not letting a hole even open up, and they get the big 4th down stop.
Sargopoulos. He's got him in the flat. There he goes. Forced out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, and that's the kind of play that can really get a drive going. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Might be changing the route.
Go, go!
They're going to run it to the right. Can't get him to the ground. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, ready? Blue 30, blue 30. Jet. Where did he go?
Here comes the option. He'll keep it on 2nd down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
It'll be 3rd and long. Before this 3rd down play, they're going to take a moment to think it over and call a timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Throwing Sangapolatelli. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He wants to change this route.
Return! Go!
Using his legs, it's Marshall. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Jaron Chiave Songopolitelli. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Intercepted.
Well, the quarterback wants that throwback, guys. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to drive down the field here in a 2-minute situation.
Bro, did he really just throw that ball like that? Come on, bro. The nigga was wide at the game holding me now,
because now the other team has a chance to score points here at the end of the half.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Runs through the tackle. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Under fire. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw. It's Dampier. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Fires downfield. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This is a most difficult attempt. 59 yards out from the right hash. On the way, and you betcha, a 59-yard field goal.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be tackled right at the 32, and a pretty good job on the return to set up his offense. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with Oklahoma in their matchup against the number 12 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Sooners who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Oh, he's got some space. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
And I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
looking for space. It's Briggs. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quick release by the QB. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Going to the run, it's Briggs. Fights off a defender. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Utah! He would not be denied.
That's why, as a defense, you have to gang tackle this guy. You've got to bring multiple bodies to the party because he's just way too strong of a runner. It's too hard to tackle this guy one-on-one, David.
And how about the running back, man? That's a grown man. Like, you could tell, once he gets his feet moving, he is hard to bring down, breaking tackles, making plays. This is a guy that doesn't need a great offensive line because he continues to make plays even when they're not there to be made.
Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Might be calling a hot route.
Booster, booster! Western, Western! Go, go!
JKS fires to the wideout. Got a man. It's Hendricks. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
I love quarterbacks that are decisive and that put the mustard on the passes. When you need to put the ball on a line in a hurry with some extra hot sauce, you have to do it. Good job by the quarterback understanding zone and hitting that curl.
The Golden Bears lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down.
180! Go!
Quickly to the tight end. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Hey, move! Let it go!
And off from the shotgun. Steamrolls his way ahead. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back on this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Songapolatelli. Here comes the heat. Finds some time. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
It inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
Blue 22, blue 22.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts.
Where did he go?
Throwing, Songapolatelli floats it out in space. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line. throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
Flash, flash. Right.
Quarterback making adjustments.
Ready, go.
2nd down, he'll throw it. He wants it all. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal.
Ready. Sweep. Go.
Jaron Chiave Songopolitelli. Under fire. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Cal. The short hands in the end zone, and he has 6. The Golden Bears with an answer. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the 4th quarter has kind of changed, and this defense is settled in. Their offense has scored as well, so this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Mo is all on the side of the defense.
Both of these teams off to perfect starts in conference play, and one trying to stay atop the heap. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. That's reeled in. It's Parker. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Both these teams unbeaten in conference play, and the shape of the race will unfold here in the final moments. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Utes! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. The Utes punched them right back. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper came on that 62-yard run to the house. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. JKS. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Utah! They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Cal's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Movement on the offensive line, that's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Sangopolitelli. Moving out to the right. Fires toward the target. And that one's incomplete.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Looking to fire. He lofts one down the sideline. Makes the grab inside the 30. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. You can show them the fade from any part of the field if you drop in a dime like that.
And that is a quarterback and wide receiver that you just got to give the look. You see the matchup. I got a matchup I want. My guy's better than yours. Throw the fade, get the completion.
Right on the money.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Running back searching for a hole. Got a little grass. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. They'll start on the ground with Wayshawn Parker. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They use the timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Makes him past the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and he stopped after a pickup of 14, and we've reached a 2-minute timeout. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They give running right is Parker.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Here's Wayshawn one more time. Breaks into the open. 10. To the house. Touchdown, Utes. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it's finished off with that thrilling 56-yarder for the score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The offense changing the play.
Go!
Throwing Sangapolatelli. Escapes the pressure going right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Trying to take it back. All the way back. Touchdown, Utah. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Jaron Kiave Sangapolatelli got his man on the right. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers now.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put All the facets of defense together, run defense, pass defense, they've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell they were ready, they were fast, they were physical. They dominated this football game today.
JKS. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The play action fake. Here's the pressure. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
The Utes send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Slips through the line. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Making side adjustments here.
Ready. 180. Booster. Ready, go.
Sangopolitelli. He's going for it all. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. Ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Number 29, set to kick off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Takes the knee, and the perfect season is still alive.